I'm Chris Lintott from Oxford. I study the universe. I get distracted, so I'm interested in everything. So I study galaxies, I've looked for planets, and sometimes I think about asteroids that are travelling through the solar system.
Wow. Why haven't we found any aliens yet?
We haven't been trying to find aliens that hard. So it's only in the last 50 years that we've even started looking. So part of the reason is that we need to do much more work. We need to use more telescopes and look in more different ways to see if we can find all sorts of life out there. I think we've also got a problem in that space is really big, which sounds silly, but the gaps between the stars are so large, and the gaps between the galaxies even larger, that you could have aliens scattered throughout the galaxy and not be able to talk to them. And so we don't know whether we're trying to talk to somebody next door or we're trying to talk to somebody on the other side of the galaxy. And until we find that out, it's quite difficult to be sure that there's no one out there to talk to.
Do you think there are any, and if so, what kind?
That's a difficult question. I hope that there's life out there. I think it would be a strange universe if it only had us in it. I don't like the idea of just our species on our planet looking up at an empty universe. But the question you've asked is a scientific one, right? We have to find out whether there's alien life out there by going looking for it. One thing that I hope, though, is that if there is life out there, that it's intelligent. It would be, I think, even sadder to have a universe that's filled only with simple life and never anyone to talk to.
If we find them, should we try and meet them?
We've got to, surely. Don't you think? I think I mean, people are worried perhaps about danger and about alien invaders or something like that. But if they're clever enough to know we're here, then they're clever enough to travel through space perhaps and come and talk to us. But I have a list of questions I'd want to ask aliens. I want to know who else they've met. I want to know what their planet is like. I want to know what they think about the universe. I want to know what music they make. And we can only find those things out by talking. So yeah, I hope we will go and meet them and talk to them as soon as possible.
Instead of talking, how else do you think we should do it?
I think people have thought about talking via radio telescopes, right? But that's sort of the technology that we're used to, right? If I want to talk to you, I text you or I call you, and it's the same thing. But maybe we could do something else. Maybe we could send presents. Maybe we should send out a swarm of satellites out into the galaxy, advertising our presence and talking about life on Earth. Maybe that would be a fun thing to do. So I think the trouble with talking via radio telescopes is it's very slow, right? So if I beam a message to even a nearby star, at the speed of light, I have to wait 6 years or something to get an answer. So it's going to be a pretty slow conversation. Maybe we can speed that up by send a hard drive with all of our information on it, tell them what we know about the universe and hope to get a reply.
What's the weirdest place in the solar system?
Oh, that's such a good question. There are so many places to choose from. I think the weirdest place is probably Iapetus, which is a moon of Saturn that's dark on one side and light on the other. We don't know why it looks like this. It's got this really strange form, and no one believed it was real when they first saw it. People even suggested it might be an alien spaceship. We're pretty sure it's not a spaceship, but I'd still like to know why Iapetus is so odd.
How are you going to find out about that?
Oh, we have to go there. So the nice thing about our solar system is we can explore. So we can send spacecraft to some of these weird moons. We like to go to more places than we've been already. Another good place to visit, I think, though probably not as a person, is Titan, which is another moon of Saturn which has this thick atmosphere made of the gas methane. And it rains methane raindrops on Titan, but they're the size of tennis balls and they fall really slowly, so you'd be able to dodge around them. So we can't go there, but we're sending a helicopter to go and explore in a few years' time called Dragonfly. So I think the moons of Saturn in general are really interesting places, so I think we should go there.
Wow, that's nice.
Yeah, no, it's fun.
Thank you for coming.
Thank you. Excellent stuff.